good day everyone. How are you all today? Welcome back again. My name is Hussein and I'm here to bring you all the upcoming weekly review and also the updates how we are going to position ourselves in the financial markets. All right. And this is going to be another exciting week. We will be having a lot of London session forecast webinars. We will be also looking into providing trading tips, and we will be also looking into market forecasts from day-to-day basis, how the market will be changing its position and also structure from time to time and day-to-day on the current price section. And later on, we will be analyzing how the market would be reacting accordingly. Now, first of all, let me just pick up Dow Jones Industrial Average, starting out from the US stock futures, erased losses and Asian sessions. Stocks actually held flat on Monday, trying to shake off worries that rising coronavirus cases in the United States could scupper a quick economic rebound, and that is going to be from the massive downturn that we have seen here. All right, so you see S&P 500 index, let me just plot it out for you so you may actually have a look on it. Wait a second. So looking ahead for S&P 500, all right, as you could see that here, let me change the background so it will be more visible for you. Yeah, so S&P 500 rose about 0.4%, having erased earlier losses of about 1.05%, which was like while Japan Nikkei also went up about 0.1%. Similarly, recovery from early losses, right? You see, after a brutal sell-off, which we see that which is here, right? When we talk about S&P 500, after a brutal sell-off, which is right here, you see the market is surprisingly very resilient. Perhaps many investors think that the uptrend is already in place, right? But we need to keep an eye on rising coronavirus infections, and also in some countries, for example, like global strategists say that we also need to keep track on some countries how the coronavirus responsibilities of handling the procedure would be performing out from this. So highlighting economic challenges from the impact of social restrictions to contain the pandemic, Apple said on Friday that it would temporarily shut about 11 US stores as coronavirus cases rises in some states, triggering selling in the stocks. But you see, Apple is also going into medical healthcare, which I believe that over longer term, this stock is going to be performing very well. This is why it has already gained the steam, you see, in terms of the bullish momentum, and it seems to be a very good stock that you can actually consider to buy. Not only Apple, there are many other stocks also performing right now, which is Microsoft, Visa, MasterCard. All of them is actually is very much in demand right now. You see, the second wave is becoming a theme for the markets, right? And the increase in the cases such as in Florida and South Carolina is big enough to be labeled as second wave. But to see, second wave may not be that bad as the first wave was. So the good news is that the worst is over. That's what we're looking at. The worst is over, even if at all the second wave that happens or come into play, we already know that a lot of knowledge about the experience that we all had and also the market had. You see, they will be able to have precautionary measures in a way to overcome this pandemic. Now, looking ahead for Dow Jones Industrial Average, I see that there's a forecast for this week is going to be bullish, all right? And I see that it would be gaining steam to the upside. Now, looking ahead for the economic calendar, we see that we do not have much data that will be driving the FX market. As I could see that we have a new home sales coming out from United States. We have got a PMI service index from the Britain. Then we have got the import, which is Reserve Bank New Zealand interest rate decision. I see that they are not going to make any changes in the policy, right? And I will see that the GDP would pick up later on, and then perhaps it will be going towards the economic recovery. So this will be having an impact on the New Zealand dollar, and we see that we have got durable good orders from the United States, GDP number coming up from US as well. Then on Friday, and also initial jobless claims, which is expected to become better than compared to with the recent few weeks that we have seen in the history. On Friday, we have got not much, as like the economic calendar is not very much loaded for fundamental events, so we will be focusing more on technical levels. We'll be focusing more on the price action, the patterns, and the structure. For example, if I just pick it up for you on Euro USD, as we had a forecast last week, Euro is going to go down. Euro beautifully went down. Euro USD went down. And what we're going to look at, you see, as for now, I see that it is making a corrective structure, and I see that it still have more room to the downside, probably a bit more pull up, and then you will see Euro to be going down. However, if any changes occur in between within the process that we are trading or we are analyzing the charts, we will be giving the structure accordingly from there. Looking ahead for GBP USD, GBP USD had a nice rally last week, and for this week I see that we're gonna observe the price action on it from day to day, and from time I see that little bit of more push up, and then we'll see a corrective structure here to the downside. If at all it breaks this channel, then we will see a correction coming out. That means it will be going to the upside. However, we will monitor it from time to time accordingly. And looking at for other pairs, there are many of them. AUD USD, I see that it is slowly trying to develop a downtrend. We will see more downside this week for AUD USD. However, like I mentioned earlier, it's Monday. Market is taking time to gain the trend steam, and we will know accordingly what could be later on, let's say so Tuesday onwards and so on. So some of these for USDCH and for Euro GBP, we could see that there would be a correction coming up sooner than later for this pair. However, we will be having an adjustment accordingly within the week. Right, so I see that looking at on the American dollar, as we could see that, you see, just want to share with you what we could be expecting on the strength, on the weakness on the American dollar. I see that this week, looking at this technical analysis, we see that this is gonna push up a bit more. Right, and then we will see what it could be later on at the end of the week, because it could change direction as well to the downside. However, we're gonna wait and see for first what it could be doing. Looking ahead for let's just say for daily chart, and you could see that there is plenty of support available here. Right, at this zone, market has started to rebound, and there's a support as well. So I see that dollar is going to push up this week again, and perhaps after Wednesday it might change its direction. So for now, we will keep our forecast to the dollar for today to the upside. Right? So we're gonna wait and see, because like I mentioned earlier, just a Monday, and we will see. But overall, I see that this could be making a correction to at least to this zone, and then from there we will know what is it going to do next. Right, could be coming down back again. So we'll see up to Wednesday, it's gonna pick up, and then we will see any changes that's happening accordingly within the week. All right, so that's all for today. Our analysis, our forecast does not end here. Today is just Monday, and we are going to do a lot of development within this week, whereby we have a London session coming up. We will be also posting trading signals, and we will be also posting a lot of market focus videos that will be helping you to give you enough information to become profitable, and also to know what's going on in the financial markets. All right, for now I will be signing off, and I will be coming back to see you all again in the following few days. Thank you very much.